If you want to stop chasing that person and have them chasing you instead, listen up. First things first, the more you are desperate for something, the more you are chasing after it, the more you are pushing it away. You know when you want to pet a cat and you keep going towards it and it keeps running away from you, but when you give up and stop chasing it, it just naturally comes to you? That is the same thing here. Humans are the same way, and we can sense that desperate energy. So when you are chasing after a person, they almost take a step back and they're like, wait, why is this person chasing after me? Unconsciously, they're going to want to step away because, again, it's going to give them that feeling of being trapped. Number 2, decide who you no longer want to be. If you no longer want to be that person that is always chasing after someone, that is always asking people to go out of their way for them, and you're going to flip the story. You're going to decide today that you are now the person that is always pursued, that people are always chasing after you, that you get princess treatment, and you're going to stick to that story. And when you catch yourself wanting to go back into that old version of yourself that wants to chase, that wants to check their social media, that is being pushy, you're going to hold yourself back and not do those things. Number 3 is actually doing the work. You're going to start telling yourself affirmations, spending your day changing the way that you are speaking to yourself. Start telling yourself that it is natural for people to chase after you. It is natural for people to pursue you. You are highly attractive, you are always desired, and relationships come naturally to you. If you start telling yourself that on a day-to-day basis, you will start to believe it, and as a result, you will start to experience that.
Yeah. Daily affirmations. Like, keep telling yourself that you are valuable. Keep telling yourself that people will chase you because you have so much to give. And before you know it, it's going to start happening to you. People are going to chase you. She's so right. Yeah. And I think we all should put this into practice. It is right. This is a great advice. And I believe that we should all put this into practice. Daily affirmations, very important for the mind, for the brain, and for the soul. For the mind, for the brain, and for the soul.
Instead of chasing a man, I'm going to teach you this feminine energy technique. Are some men fools? Yes. But ladies, we be doing some Delulu stuff. Number 1, you are obsessively calling this man. Every day, every night, he ain't looking for you and he ain't thinking about you, and yet you still keep doing all the texting and calling, and you don't give him space to show you if he's genuinely interested. Some of y'all are in relationships where there's red flags all over, and you stay in that relationship because you are afraid of being alone. The other Delulu thing that we be doing is being with a man that has not claimed you. Now, this one is a heavy one, and we know some of us be doing this, which is paying for the dates and doing those wifely duties when you know you're not even a girlfriend yet. And yes, sometimes dating can be an extreme sport, and some of us are here fighting and crying over a man that is not even your own. So the feminine energy trick is number 1, you're not settling for the bare minimum. There's no Netflix and chills over here and no 50-50. You keep your standard and you clearly set that boundary from the gates. You're tapped into your intuition, which is right here in your gut. You are not constantly in your head or overthinking. You're tapping into your feminine superpower, and that aura is illuminating with you while you're dating. And you wait gracefully for men who show you consistent action and show you that they are committed to getting to know you and to actually invest time in you. For more feminine energy and dating tips, follow me.
She's right with the feminine energy and the aura. I mean, most of us women are afraid to be alone. We want most of us are afraid to be alone. We want companionship. Of course, that's natural and that's very good. That's a positive thing. But we shouldn't compromise with so many things because we want to be in a relationship with someone. The red flags are always there, but we overlook the red flags. And being overly obsessed with someone who is not even your husband or a serious partner, because in most cases we do wifely duties and all that. We want to pay the bills, sometimes in full and sometimes 50-50. We do all that because we want to have to be in a relationship, to tell our friends that my boyfriend said this, like to bluff about having a boyfriend or having a partner, But at the end of the day, we put up with so much. We put up with so much. And we should stop doing this, because when you do all this, it's also part of the chasing. You're the one chasing the guy. You're doing everything you're going above and beyond to make sure that this guy stays by your side, that this guy is your guy, whereas he's not your guy. In most cases, he's not your guy. He's in most cases manipulative, exploitative. He's emotionally abusing you, financially abusing you, but you still stay there. And staying is also part of the chasing, because you're the one who is doing everything possible for the relationship to keep going. But he is not there. He's not interested. He doesn't want to keep. He doesn't want the relationship to last. And you are all the time calling them on phone, checking them, texting them. It's overwhelming, and most people don't like it. Like, most of the guys don't like it when you do that. It's overwhelming. But sometimes they will put up with it because they love the attention and they love the care that you give them. Mostly the girls who treat them like as if they are the mamas or they are the wives when they are not yet their wives. So that's part of the chasing. That's part of the chasing, which most of the guys don't like. Guys, they don't like it. They're just there for the benefit of it, but in reality, they don't like it when they are being chased, because it should be the other way around. The guys should be the one chasing.
Dr. Kim here. Today we're talking about what happens when you stop chasing. When you're meeting someone for the first time or you're dating someone, what you want to see is a relatively equal distribution of effort. If you reach out, they reinforce you by getting back to you relatively quickly. They're contacting you, you're contacting them. It feels very organic. If this is after a breakup, you want to see the person who took you for granted making the effort. Both guys and girls are turned off by desperation. And people are generally attracted to people who are confident, not arrogant, but definitely confident. And that is conveyed by how much effort you're putting into something. Make sure you're not contacting more than the other person. And in the case of a relationship, if they're being cold or distant, you do not need to be contacting them throughout the day. If you're guilty of doing a lot of chasing, it's okay, you can reset. Just make sure you avoid chasing that person.
Most people are attracted to confident people. They're attracted to confidence, and they're repelled by desperation. Like, if you're too desperate, people don't want to be around you. And like she said, if after a breakup, the person who caused like the problem, who is the main perpetrator, I'll say perpetrator here, the person who caused the breakup doesn't own up, doesn't take accountability for their actions, then you shouldn't be the one trying to chase them, like to beg them to apologize. Because like, I recently saw a video of a lady whose boyfriend had been cheating on her consistently over the course of their relationship. I think like for 5 years. He cheated with her best friend. He cheated with her with his baby mama. And he was back and forth with the baby mama and her. So she had been accusing him of cheating. And at some point, he claimed that she has to apologize to him. He gaslighted her and said, because she was the one accusing him all the time for cheating on her, he had to cheat. Like, seriously. And she was the one who apologized to him. That's desperation. And he keeps doing that because he knows that you are desperate to be with him. So, and you are the one chasing him, because when he goes to you, you are the one who is always calling and texting and asking, where are you? Where have you been? You haven't talked to me. I miss you. All that. You're investing a lot emotionally, financially. You are investing in someone who doesn't really care about you. So normally people don't like people don't like people who are desperate for them. Desperate for attention, desperate for validation, desperate to be with them. They don't want. People are often attracted by confidence. Confident people attract, and desperate people repel. Confident people attract, and desperate people repel. So, ladies, don't chase. Don't chase. I know sometimes your fingers are itchy to type a text and ask, oh, where have you been? I love you. I miss you. Where have you been? I miss your touch. I miss your kiss. No. If you miss his touch, you miss his kiss, and he's someone who doesn't invest the same in the relationship, and you see that the relationship is not reciprocal, you do so much for the relationship, baby, chill, reset, and stop trying to always be the one who is texting and begging and being all desperate, being all vulnerable. It's good. It's a positive thing to be vulnerable, to be like that in the relationship. But you can only do that if it is reciprocated, if the other party of the relationship is doing the same. But if he's not doing the same, he doesn't respect you, he doesn't value you, he's cheating on you, he's doing all sort of things, abusing you emotionally, financially, girl, relax, reset, and don't chase. Don't chase, darling. Don't chase.